Hi everyone, welcome back to Rover Restoration with me, Stuart, restoring my Rover P6. The last week or so I've been a bit busy. I bought another one, a 2000 TC, which I'll show in a future episode, but it's actually locked in the garage and haven't got the keys for that garage with me today, so I can't show you that one. But all I've been doing this morning is trying to sort the garage out, tidying it up a bit, which to the untrained eye it still looks an absolute mess, but it is a bit better. But I've bolted some panels on the car just to see how they all line up for when I eventually get as far as painting it, and they're not too bad now. So what I'm going to do today is whip the driver's door off just to make it a bit easier, and I'm going to fit the manual pedal box. So I've got the bits I need out of an S. I know some people do use the 2 litre, you know, the 2 litre or the 2200 watt pedal box, but this come up, so that's what I'm going to use. But I have got a new cylinder, but we'll use this one just to mock it all up and get it sorted. We've got the reservoir as well, which has got 2 outlets, because the automatic one has only got one, because obviously it doesn't need to give fluid to the clutch. Right, so yeah, I'm going to get this in, and then I'm going to get it up in the air, I think. Yeah, I'll get it up in the air and do it, because all the front suspension's got to come out soon as well. So I'm going to get it in, get it all jacked up, and then we'll go from there. Right, so we're all jacked up, got the back up on ramps, jacked it up, put it on the ramps, the front on the axle stand, so it's right up in the air now. That wheel's drooped a bit, mainly because I didn't connect the shock absorber back up when I temporarily put it all back together, so I could make it movable, but all that's all coming back out again anyway. So what I need to do first, disconnect all of the reservoir, and then get up inside and disconnect the brake master. I'm probably going to take this plate off as well so I can see inside, because I've got to try and judge where to drill a hole through, because I've got to drill a hole through here somewhere, and I believe you've also got to move the bracket for the low reserve switch, valve, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'll probably have to drill that out and move that down slightly, but I can work that out once I know where I am. But yeah, if I get some tools and crack on. Right, this is going to be really awkward to see, but I don't know if you can see up in there. I need to screw the thingy. I need to wind this in to disconnect the master cylinder from the... I thought that there was a lock nut behind them, but it doesn't appear there is. So presumably we just wind that right through until it's loose, That screwdriver's too fat now. There's the one screwdriver missing from my kit. I don't know what I've done with it. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I'll try and find the right screwdriver. Right, well, it's not a very good one, but it is a thin one, so it will go through there. That's it, that's free now. So that's free, so as you can see, because we wound that in now. If I push it, see. It's no longer attached. Now we need to go at the top. And undo the two bolts on there, and then that'll come off then. Not that I really need it off anyway, but let's take it off anyway. So undo this anyway, get the shield out of the way. Looks like 1/2 inch. Whoa. I think we're clambering it, it'll be a bit easier. Need to find the top for these bolts though. I'm only going to temporarily fit the pedals anyway, just to get everything lined up before I start on the rest of the welding under it. Actually, I don't actually need to. Yeah, that can actually stay on that plate, can't it? Thinking about it. Alright, so that's the heat shield off. Oh, look, just swept all over my nice clean floor. About 300 years of leaves under it. oily leaves. We've got a new master cylinder go on it anyway, both for the clutch and the brakes. That doesn't want to come undone. That bit already is undone. I don't think there's any fluid in it. There must be something in it because I just squirted a load over the floor a minute ago when I was messing around with the brakes. No, there's nothing in it. That's good then. I think I should have undone this one before the top one, it's all moving about now. Here we go, it's finger tight now. Don't you hate them ones where they're nearly finger tight but they're not quite finger tight? And you go to undo it and you can't quite move it with your fingers. And you have to put a spanner on it and then you think it's loose again. And you go back. Right, anyway, I'll shut up. Right, yeah, so that's the master cylinder out. See there, that's the end bit where we just unscrewed it from the pedal. So that's all pretty simple. I don't think even that looks really old, but I mean the car was on the road anyway when I got it. Well, I say on the road, barely off the road. Alright, I'd put that down there for a minute. Just have a look down the holes if you like. You can see the end of the pedal down in there. So what you need to do now is get inside again and remove the pedals. Or the pedal, I should say. Right, we're back inside again. And now we're going to take the pedal out. It appears there's one, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, 7/16 spanner size, I think. Hopefully they'll come out without snapping or anything stupid. Oh, it's quite awkward, especially when you're trying to work around the camera. Right, there's the first one. I've got a feeling one of them, I think, oh no, you might be able to get it just. I thought one of them was right behind the throttle pedal then. Well, it is, but you can just about get on it. He says. Oh, right. Right, well, like I said, I've got them 6 bolts to undo. So I'm not going to film all of them. I'll come back when I'm on the last one. Right, last bolt. It's a bit fiddly getting there, but it's definitely not as hard as trying to get the little split pin and cotter pin on the classic Mini. At least it's easy to disconnect these. Not it's something you're going to be doing every day anyway, is it? It's only because it's got having a manual put in it. Now we find out whether we need to take the throttle pedal out as well. Maybe. It looks like there's a captive nut on the throttle pedal. I'm not sure where the throttle pedal disconnects from. Looks like there's something there. Surely it should come out. That's it. It's out. That's it. That's the automatic brake pedal out. 15 careful owners. Tell you what though, inside the bulkhead, I don't know whether you can see in there, but it looks all pretty sound in there. I think I'm getting the camera in the way. Let's try and zoom in, might be better. But yeah, you can see all inside the bulkhead, it all looks really sound in there, which is good. Because I don't know what we'd be able to do about it if it wasn't. Obviously I've got a bit of welding to do on it, because you can see that from the inside there as well. And obviously you can see it under the bonnet. But yeah, at the moment my task is to try and get this manual box in. Right, let's have a look at it then. Right, so as you can see, this is the manual pedal box out of an S, and this arm goes for a hole in the bulkhead, on the side of the bulkhead, which then this operates the clutch master cylinder. But obviously this car being automatic hasn't got that hole, so I need to try and work out where I need to drill the hole, because it looks like the hole's about an inch, something like that ish, but it does look like it's level with that hole, which should make it a little bit easier, maybe, or maybe not. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to film me trying to measure it though, because you're really not going to be able to see, because my head's going to be in the way. But I will be back. Right, so what I've done, well, I've put some penetrating oil on there because I've got to try and get this arm off. But I would say it's like 40mm from that top hole, because this is the top of it, I hope. Is it? Yeah, this is the top. So I mean, I would say that is square to that. So what I've done is gone in here, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see me mark, but I've measured 40mm in from that hole as square as I can get it, because I haven't got a square here, and if I did have a square here it'd be too big and I wouldn't be able to get it in there anyway. But it should be pretty much where it needs to be, I think. Oh, look at me shaking. So what I'm going to try and do is drill a pilot hole, just a small hole from the inside here, and then obviously I can open it out from under the bonnet in the engine bay, and that's the plan. Oh yeah, I didn't mention as well that I've got a new foam gasket to go on the pedal box when it does go back in permanently, but that's not going to be going in permanently yet anyway, because I'm going to strip it all down and clean it all up. I just want to get it all lined up and get the brackets made up under the bonnet, hopefully today. Back up top again now, and I don't know if you can see, but there's my pilot hole there. Basically all I need to do now is open that up. Let's hope it's in the right place. Got a little bit of leeway anyway, but it'd be nice if it is spot on. First I still need to get this arm off, so that's next on my list. So we'll see if we can get this off. Been soaking for about 20 minutes, but it's probably been on there about 40 years. Well, I don't know, it must have been took apart to come off in the first place, but see if I can find something to wedge down inside of it. I should be hitting screwdrivers, but that's what's about to happen. Hang on, this might do it. I have a ball joint splitter. No, I thought that would move that. Well, that moved it. I knew I bought this for a good reason. That's it. Oh, so it's only... Alright, I can see. Got a bit dark for you to see anyway. I managed to do it without knackering it, that's handy. And my splitter was still playing a tune. Look. Cool. I wasn't even trying to do it. Right, anyway, that ain't getting this done, is it? Right, so now... Right, don't lose the nut, because it looks a bit special, that nut. It's bloody special. That's the best bet, put it on it. Right. Take it off and then open that hole up. Right, go for it. Got my step drill. took that away for a minute, and that. No going back now. Might be big enough. I'll go one more. Right, let's try it, see if it'll fit. I bet it's bloody miles out. Alright, we'll open the hole up a bit more. I'm not sure if this is going to be permanently in there, or we'll take it out again, because it's an absolute pig to get in. But hopefully we're somewhere in there. God, why is it so tight? I think once this is in, it might be staying in. Alright, I'll be back. Right, so I've got that in. It's not perfect. It's so difficult trying to judge exactly where the hole's got to go. That'd be okay anyway with like some, I don't know, maybe some screen sealant or something, non-setting stuff. I did put some dum-dum around the other side, so that should seal it anyway, but I've still got to tighten it up yet. Because as you can see, the inside needs all the 6 bolts doing up. I don't know if I can be bothered to take all this out again. It's not in too bad a shape. You know what I mean? It's not seized up or anything. This isn't a concourse restoration or anything. So yeah, I think I'll be doing that up, and then that'll be staying in there. When I paint it under the bonnet, it'll just get masked up. I hope people aren't disappointed, but it's all good. Right, so where we are now, we've got the pedal box all bolted in, and it is going to stay in there. Now I need to fit this, and then as you can see that bracket's in the way, so I need to cut that off and then make a bracket, well then bolt this down this end, and then make a bracket to pick up on these 2 holes off of there, probably off of there and then down onto there. We have to fabricate that bracket obviously, because we haven't got that, because it'd be welded to the car anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. Right, so I've drilled and bolted that bottom hole up. It does need a bigger washer on there, I think, and a slightly longer bolt so I can get a washer on the inside as well. But that sort of holds that in place for me to make the bracket up, which has got a attach here and go along and then down, I think. Yeah, not quite certain how I'm going to make it, but I don't know whether my light's a help or a hindrance. Anyway, I'll get a bit of steel, got a bit of flat bar I think, which is reasonably heavy but not too heavy, so we'll have a go knocking something out with that. Yeah, it'll be fun. Right, so I made my little bracket up, so hopefully now if the generator will start up, I'm going to weld it in and get my MIG out and give it a go. Right, so I'll take that bit on there. But what I am going to do is put another piece just down from there down to there. I did make a right balls up trying to get that bracket off as well earlier, so I need to repair that now as well, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, we got a bit more flat bar, so I think we'll try and, don't know. Trouble is I can't make it too big because otherwise it's going to catch the steering. I think just in there at a slight angle and that'd be enough. Like that maybe. Yeah, that might be better actually. Right, I'll cut a bit of that off, clean it up, then get that welded on there, because I'm going to trim the edge of that off as well. Alright, so hopefully you get the idea of that. Just going to weld this in. I'll cut the end of that off. I think that'll do the job, because you can't really go anywhere else. I mean, really I'd like to take that all the way back to there, but I think I might. Oh no, you can't go there because you've got the throttle. Yeah, here you've got your throttle bar that bolts along, goes in there and then goes down through there. Yeah, it goes down through there and up here and along there, so yeah, you can't do that. I think that'd be plenty strong enough anyway by the time it bolted down the bottom, bolted at the top, be spot on, I think. I was going to weld the nuts on behind there, but I think I'll just nut and bolt it in case they strip at any point, then I haven't got to worry about that then. Yeah, can do that. Yeah, all welded in there. I think that'd be plenty strong enough. I will repair that bit, but I'll do that when I do this. So obviously I need to weld all this lot up yet as well. And up here, and I think there's a bit up in there as well. But what I probably will do is weld the other sides of this when, obviously I need to strip all the engine bay out, so once the steering box is out, I will weld the other side. And I've closed that steering box. We'll see. Should all be clear. I'll try it in a minute, make sure it misses. Right, that's me done for the day again. Didn't get a lot done today because obviously I was tidying my garage up, although to be fair I've done more than what I was expecting to do, because I was meant to do the head gasket on my mate's Mini, but he wants to do it next week now, so I'm not sure whether I'll have anything next week. Depends how long it takes to do that, but they don't take long, so hopefully it'll be alright, and it keeps him happy. But yeah, so I've got that bolted back up there now anyway, for now, even though it's coming back off again anyway, because I need to strip all this lot out now. Now I know that fits. The next time I work on it, whether it be next week or the week after or whatever, I need to strip all the front suspension out, get them headlights out, get that cross member out, the one that bolts on radiator mount, really, I suppose it is. I don't know what you call that one. But yeah, just basically strip everything out of here, then I can crack on and get these bits of welding done under here. But yeah, I know there's one bit behind here, under there, when I take that idler off, the other side does appear to be alright under the steering box, but we'll have a dig about. And we've got a couple of bits there to sort out, bit down there, bit up there, bit here, and just sort of try and sort this out, because some of this is separating, so I'll probably dig some of that out as well, because we don't want to be coming back to it. But yeah, we'll see what else we find along the way, but it's definitely not much welding to do now. Oh yeah, there's another bit there, look. That bit's going to be nice to do. It's under that bit, around that bit. Be fine. Already put a piece in here. And I've already sorted out that lip along that side. Although that's not very neat there, so I might do that bit again. Or part of it. But right, yeah, anyway, so that's it for now. A shortish one, not a lot happened, but at least we got that bracket welded in. We got the pedal box in, but ready for when it gets its gearbox, which actually that's over on the bench. So this all needs cleaning up now as well at some point. But I'm not really anywhere near fitting that yet anyway. And obviously I'll do the engine and the box together. But yeah, fingers crossed that gearbox is alright. I'm promised it is, but who knows. I was contemplating stripping it down and rebuilding it, but I'm not going to. I'll put it in, and if I do have any problems with it, then I'll take it back out again. It's not the end of the world. I'd rather not, but I'm not too au fait with doing gearboxes, and I don't want to cough up to spend all the money to have it rebuilt if it doesn't need it. But apparently it was in a Rover SD1 that the bloke had left it in a pub car park like sort of 20 years ago when it had the tyre slashed, so he scrapped the car, kept the engine and gearbox, and it just sat in his shed. So there's no reason why it shouldn't be good. He said it is, so we'll see. Right, anyway, like I've said for about 5 times now, that's me done, and I will see you all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Alright, see you next time.